for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. They'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go!
Check, lady.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases have picked up wide receivers.
Check Mike 21.
But they're still
Squeeze,
big
double,
people.
double.
He used that frame
Hey,
right
check
there to
Mike
absorb
21,
a
Mike
really
21,
big
check
hit
Mike
on him
21.
and held on to the
Wilson on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered,
hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To hold them under 20.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Let's go. Serious right here. We gotta step it up.
Around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because then you.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down. Inside the 20.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
So the big play just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch the screen. Pass.
It's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, he stayed in communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
He's not going to give me.
Making a nice play.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Caught at about the 6. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
A terrific opening drive as they're knocking on the door. First and goal.
Tight ends on the Ringo. We got three down, 3 down.
Thirty-six power.
Wilson zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And and that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Three down.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Albert Okuebuna, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll come up with a second and 5. Now look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
You can't block me.
You know, hey,
56. Check 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. That's what you got. What you got, Heavy?
It's Kyle
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Contain him to just
Here we go.
4. Second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job.
56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
By Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against.
32.
But you and I both know they're going to
Check,
take care of the
check, check, check.
quarterback.
Striker. 3-3.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Ready.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
56. Crunch time, defense. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Mostert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another
Mike,
first
56,
down.
right there, right
They got
there,
the
56.
defense on their heels a
Strip
little
the ball.
bit. Their reaction, instead of being aggressive,
Mike,
making
56.
it.
56. Hey, watch the slant.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that,
Here we go.
frankly, I
10
think it
black.
was the only play.
Mike.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know where they're really going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to
Mike,
open up a
56.
world of
Mike,
opportunities
56.
for this offense
I got
going
one. I got
forward.
one. 56, the mic.
Smash, red.
Check 56.
Hey, red.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56. Watch the
Ready, go.
Here's Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. The kick by Gold is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the year.
Hey, watch that, watch
3-game
that.
winning streak. Playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
21, check Mike 21.
Army, Army. Army, Army.
21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Stop your whining.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be out.
Oh, he ain't feeling like that.
5-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talking about completions
Mike
are
21,
one thing.
check Mike 21.
As long as
Target,
we're there
target,
at the catch
target,
and we get
target.
guys on the ground.
21, check Mike 21.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quran Williams. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
Robbie Gold on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
All day.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive
Here we go.
underway.
Check the backer. Check the 14.
18.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another
Hey, man. Hey,
first
man.
and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 36. 36.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Go 14.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So inside Niner territory now. This is first and 10
I'm coming.
at the 38.
I'm coming.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming up here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, check, Mike 21. Come on.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside.
Come on, baby, let's go.
the
Get excited.
7.
Let's go. Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks do that as well. A much more
65,
confident
65.
throw right there.
65.
Hey, watch the ball.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to limit this offense as far as
Quarterback, don't get
yardage
nervous
goes.
now.
Yeah, you're
We
exactly
ain't
right. They've
beginning
been
this
assigned
Run pass,
sound,
run pass.
staying in their
Don't get
lanes,
nervous.
keeping up the leverage, and communicating well, too.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a missed opportunity there
Check
for
by
the
21.
offense because
Check
the
it.
defense
14.
put pressure that time.
Check.
Slam.
Big gain downfield.
It's
Nice
run
job
back.
they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Gun.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems.
Williams can't punch it in on
Come on,
4th and
fellas.
goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense
Mike's
set to get this
56.
drive underway.
Now watch run, watch
And
run.
last time they got through
Go.
after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
Set. Ready.
you take points when you can
45.
get them.
White.
Not
Man.
easily done.
Check the
Ready.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
We'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Yeah.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to
Check
Jonathan
56.
Coachman in Orlando.
You go,
The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today
56.
in the
Mike,
NFL.
56.
Steel. Black.
56. Come off the ball hard.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Let's
They'd
go.
like to avoid
Red
punting from their
38.
own end zone,
58,
so
right
they can
there.
use something
Check
here
pass,
on
check
third
pass.
down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic.
Not today, you won't.
Drill green. Zoom black. Needle blue.
58.
Let's go.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Reload, reload.
Last time. Now they've got that behind him, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
380. Go.
21, check Mike 21. I got one. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Being chased out left. He's got his man. Is Everett the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike,
How about this for field position after the big play? Inside
Let's pick it up. It's out of time,
now as
guys.
they come
Out of time.
up
Let's
on
get off
first
the
and
field.
10.
Let's get off the field.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass here
Check
now
Mike
is
21.
second
Zebra,
and
zebra.
10.
All day, defense. All day.
There's Wilson. Got him in stride. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and a bit of a tight end. And Myers able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
The
Yellow,
49er
22.
offense set to get this drive underway.
What we got?
Hurry,
We
hurry.
have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself,
Hurry.
self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
Ready.
Time to go to some of those tendency
95.
breakers and try and create some
They
offense.
always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep them
Looking tendency breakers right now. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
56.
So don't say nothing.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the run.
Striker. Check striker.
Check safety.
Check 9, check 9.
Check nickel, nickel,
Hey,
nickel.
green. Spike, white. Set, go.
He's going to try and throw on third down here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
team.
Drive the Seahawks offense. And their defense did its job by forcing
check
the
Mike
punt to
21,
start
Mike
things
21,
out. And
check
now,
Mike
Charles,
21.
can the
Pick me up.
offense get
Here we
in
go.
gear?
Hey,
I
switch
think
gears,
you
switch
can
gears.
sense them saying,
Say,
okay,
say,
the first half
say.
was theirs, but let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go down the field and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well.
And this is taken in 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Let's blow
The
it
extra
up.
point now coming from Myers. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set.
49er
33.
offense
Yellow.
set to get this
Down to lose
drive
one.
underway.
Right,
And a tight game after
Ready.
Come on, baby. Let's get this.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go now.
loss of a yard
60
there to
red.
start out. That leads
60
to a
red.
second and
Go, go,
11.
go. Mike 9. Hey. You got to
Fury, yellow.
seal. We got to seal. We got to
Just like that. Just like that.
Lead, it's Brandon Ayuk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Mike 9. Mike 9.
It's a party now.
Hey, go steal.
switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready, go.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route.
Here we go.
Rounded it a little bit
Black
more than
40.
a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field.
A carry there from Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
Nice hit, boy.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had
Mike 9.
against them.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Blue, go.
Hey. You gotta.
Ready, go.
Switch up.
He takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive
Right.
against them
Here
a
we
few
go.
minutes ago
10
because
black.
they've come out and
Wins championships,
reestablished the
baby.
tempo. A nice throw there.
Mike, knock
And they're
52
putting
blocks.
together
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick
Mike,
with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you
Hey,
just
we
do
gotta
it
get
the
this stop
same way
here,
you've been
D.
doing it the entire
Mike,
ball
nine.
game. Maybe
Mike,
change up some
nine.
blocking assignments,
Hey, let's get
or
in
run
that
a few
hole.
different plays, but stay with the overall
Shoot.
message.
Ready.
The Wales throw pulled in by Kittle. They'll get 9 there
I'm
as
gonna
that
hit
sets
you
him up better for
all
third
day,
down.
baby.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do,
We gotta get to
they'll
nine.
double
Mike, over
him,
there.
you know, use
It's
a
our time. It's
linebacker
our time,
underneath.
guys.
No pain, no
Put him
gain.
on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
No move to get the offense
56.
off the
Check,
field.
56.
They'll stay put
Cut,
on
cut,
4th
cut.
and 1.
6. Mega.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Too little.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that when a lot of offenses say touchdown
Ready.
to check down.
45.
Look
White.
downfield first, bring it back to the line of
Six.
scrimmage. Not easy for them to do. And they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That's impressive.
It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few
Overtime may bear out
Come on,
that
now,
running
let's
the
go.
ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Seattle offense ready to
Mike
get
21.
this drive
Let's go, D.
underway. And last time the
Hey, check,
formula
Mike
was
21,
pretty
Mike
simple.
21,
One
check,
play
Mike
drive,
21.
long
Here we go.
pass,
Let's
and
bring it.
maybe
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want.
Hold up,
You
hold up.
have to be
Mike
careful
21,
of
Mike
is
21,
not
check
having a
Mike 21.
letdown. It was
Come
very
this way,
easy
come this
last
way.
time.
Here we go, here
They
we
can't
go.
expect
Here
it.
we go.
the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to
21,
this
check
point.
Mike 21.
Bang out, bang out, bang out, bang out.
It's just that.
Come get some. Come on here. Come
I
get
mean,
some.
guys often say that's
He don't
it.
want it.
Get out of here. And then they're not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's
21,
not
check Mike
always
21.
real.
You
And
remember me?
sometimes
You
you just have to
remember
go
me?
ahead and this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go.
Flush to his right. This complete basket. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
21, check Mike 21.
Watch the out. Watch.
Body, 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 body.
Chris Carson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What have you seen?
Well, that number is still in play. Let's make because he said, okay, 20 or under gives him a chance to being in that range. And guess what? shot.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way
Check,
I
check,
can
watch
find any
54,
fault
watch
with the
54.
call. He may not have scored
Get the
there,
ball.
but of course you're going to give
Right
it
there,
to him.
54.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Javonte Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one fielded out of time. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The 49er
Red 38.
offense set to get this drive
Who that?
underway.
Who that?
Well, they just gave up
Spike
the
60.
score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller
Yellow,
running backs?
22.
And all of them
Focus, defense,
confirmed that
focus.
that can be
Hey,
a
go
problem.
Fury.
Think of it this way.
Check, check, check,
Two
check,
of the top
check,
running
check,
backs
check.
in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders.
Set, go.
Works his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Yeah, baby.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right
Hey,
spot.
ready.
He had that
Slide,
eye down the entire
95.
time.
Black
And you know
Ultra.
that's not easily done because they
57's
throw a
Mike.
lot of
Mike.
Ready.
figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ready. Get ready.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make
Ready
him
up.
slow his pace or
57
change
to Mike.
direction,
Pick it
that's
up,
often
pick it
the end
up.
result.
Pick it up.
Check, check, check.
Alert three.
And some room to work. 20. Down, but not before he reaches
Come on now,
the
come on, let's
8-yard
go.
line. A big pickup there on the run. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Here we
The
go.
chain
Set.
gang hustling
Yellow,
to catch
43.
up. Here's first and goal
Get
from
him,
just
get
inside
him,
the 10.
Get him. Mike 56. Mike 56. Check, 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 check.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
10 cycle. Blue striker. Let's go. Ready. Go.
Check 56. Let's go, B. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
He did not. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that
58,
discouraged him
Mike.
from taking off
No
and
chance.
made him try a pass downfield.
Cut.
All day, every day, any day.
Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's in the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down.
Let's go, let's go.
19.
Come on, set.
49er offense set to get this drive
56.
underway.
Let's go,
And they
baby.
gave up the
Turn it up.
pick
Let's
six.
get that ball.
And now they'll be looking
Let's
to
get that
right the
ball.
ship here.
Mike,
Now, as a
56.
quarterback, are you a
Mike,
little more cautious
56.
this go around?
Here we go, D. Get off the
You
field.
should be,
Slice
just
move.
because after what you gave
56
up,
is
but you
Mike.
can't be so
56
cautious
is
as
Mike.
to just really
Watch the
take
screen,
things in,
watch
and
the
now
screen.
you're not going to play
Check,
loose enough
crunch,
to give
crunch.
your team a
Hey,
chance to
check
score.
mega.
But you still
Check
have to be
52.
careful because
Jim,
those defensive
Jim.
guys,
Ready, go.
reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
Deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they
Here
do
we go, here we
finally
go.
get him down, but not
Here we go.
before he reaches the 41. A big play
Come
there
out.
for the
60
Niners.
red.
So it's
60 red.
49er football here as
Red,
we get
cycle.
you reset. They come up
56
on
to
a
Mike.
desperately needed score here.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Right there.
To your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away.
Mike,
But you're
56.
also right. You can't be
Mike,
afraid to take those
56.
chances. That's
Ready, ready.
Your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Black
In
40.
need of a conversion
Here we
on
go, here we
third
go.
down. They had the big play to
Mike
start the
56,
drive. Not
Mike
much
56.
sense.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Steel, black.
56.
Set, hut.
56. Check 56.
Come on, boy.
And trying to
Come
get
on,
it to
boy.
Samuel. It's intercepted.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
And now off to the races down the right
No,
side.
sir. No,
And
sir.
will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following the pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready.
The
Blue
49
32.
offense set to get this drive
56.
underway.
Drill 52.
And fresh
Check,
off the
hut,
kick.
go.
Watch quit. Watch quit.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there and doing the things that he does best. And knowing that taking care of the ball is
They're not ready
paramount.
for this, man.
Here's his
Hut,
arm.
hut.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing football.
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some
It's
reason.
deep in there, right? Yeah.
Set, hut. 50.
I'll tell
Green.
you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of
Mike
points to
56,
go
Mike
around.
56.
First and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Black shot. On the ball. Go.
Right there, 56.
Winds up
I'm gonna
and
run
lets
you
it go
over.
for Samuel.
I'm gonna run you over.
Inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right?
pecan
Already had
pie.
what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Set,
So
ready.
now from half the
45,
distance
white,
closer, here's
six,
first
triple,
and goal.
38.
You got nothing.
Claws red.
Bang, 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 bang. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, let's get this, get this.
Set, go.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now.
Oh,
Things
don't be
just got a
scared.
little
You
bit more
smell that
interesting
chicken
here in the
draw.
final minute. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. Should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best
54.
to press
You're
advantages
right,
when
you're
you
right.
have them.
Check.
And field position leads you
Check
to that
out.
type
14.
of play
Took
call,
right, took
maybe
right.
whether you
36,
want
check
to
right.
deep, those types of things. Had they given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for
Undercrush.
Good for a gain of 5. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Mike's 5-4. Exit.
Rubber signals.
Out.
Good hit.
Out to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Let's
Do you really feel like it's totally over yet? You still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's
So
go.
good starting
Red,
field
38.
position for him here
Come
as
on,
they
baby.
come up first and
Let's
10
see what you got.
at the 40.
56. Check 56.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball,
Yellow,
and they
22.
were more than ready
Right there,
for it.
56.
Got the lead.
Watch the
fourth quarter.
pass.
Maybe can
Mike,
extend
Mike.
passes like that.
Mike 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's
Dig
not
in,
3
let's go.
interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be
Mike 21,
gleaned
check Mike
every time
21.
you throw an
Coming, baby,
interception
I'm
if
coming,
you do
baby.
things the right way.
Check 4, check 4.
Interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be when Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to